going on, everybody? Welcome to the Cover Price Top 10 show for December 1st. That's right. It's the first of the month, so make sure to tell your landlord to hang tight because we got some comics to buy and talk about first. And joining me tonight, I've got my brother Izzy. I've got my brother Travis. Man, Thanksgiving has come and gone so quickly, guys, for you guys at least. I mean, I still celebrated somewhat throughout the weekend. But man, I saw some of you guys sharing your pies, some of your turkeys, all of the good stuff. How did you guys do last week? How was your Thanksgiving, Izzy? Let us know, man.
So I'm still full. I think today was the last of the leftovers.
Okay, it did pretty good.
I think it's the last of the leftovers because it's like you after a couple of days you can't have them anymore, and you're like they gotta go.
Yeah.
So there's that. But I have to go on a tangent a little bit. Did anybody notice that the theme music sounds like the Knight Rider song?
A little bit, yeah.
I'm thinking like so who's gonna be Hasselhoff?
Oh,
I think it's gotta be you, right?
No, it's Travis. It's totally Travis.
Clearly.
So I gotta be Kit.
That's pretty much it. Yeah, man.
Okay.
You're kidding.
I'm a car.
Always fun. But yeah, man, I'm happy to be back. I honestly missed everybody. It was a very quiet week last week because obviously, with Thanksgiving, we only had the top 10 show. We didn't have the new comic book day show nor the Shakers. But I'm sure you guys all checked out what is going to be happening this week. We'll talk about that in a second, but I want to catch up with my brother Travis. Travis, how you been?
I'm great. Thanksgiving came and went. I was measured Travis for Thanksgiving. I did pretty solid to not overdo it. However, I got to give a shout out to the home team, my Carolina Panthers, for not letting me down. I love it. It's been a great weekend. We've had a lot of fun, a lot of celebration down here for really just nothing really important. We just won a game. But it was a big game. All right. It was a big game. Maybe you want to go out and buy some comic books because that's how I celebrate things. So it was fun.
Yeah. Travis and I spent the weekend playing Madden 26. If you guys want to know how that went, I got my ass kicked. That's exactly how it went. But
you got one game.
That finished like 7-6.
It was 7-6.
7-6. Nobody wants a football game that finishes 7-6. But what people do want is to hear about some of the giveaways that are taking place this Wednesday. That's right. I'm sure you guys all heard it, but the Black Friday prizes that are going to be given away are taking place this Wednesday. Cover Price is going to announce the winners over on the YouTube channel. Make sure to bookmark that show. I hope everybody entered because some of these prizes are absolutely bananas. Of course, we've got the CGC Comics Premium membership that's going to be having a $150 credit. You've got some slabs here that of course are amazing, like the Supermans right there. You got that Will Jack. Oh my god, dude. I just want to pull this up right here. Look at this Vampirella. Oh my god. If you guys missed it last week, Will Jack was actually talking about this with Matt and John, and it is such a stunning piece, and it's being given away. And besides that, some other things being given away. Of course, this is gonna be wild, man. Look at this Flops original art. And from what I've gathered and understood, guys, this is going to be the first Flops original art out there. So whoever wins this, man, you are one lucky son of a gun. Because
thank you so much. I will accept the prize now. I'll just take it as is because this. No.
Dude, I'm loving the mix of obviously he's got the whole axe thing from the Absolute Universe, but the vibe of Batman himself, they're very Adam West, right?
Right.
It's so good.
It's unbelievable. I love it. Absolute Batman 66.
Yeah, man. It's exactly Well said. Well said. That's exactly what it is. Of course, we've got some pop kills. The Shubina covers that are being given away as well, man. Lots of original arts on these. They're all very stunning. Mark Spears got Detective Comics right here. I love the whole Jingle Bells. Batman Smells. Very fitting because it is officially the holiday season. That's right. We are just a few days away from
Happy
Christmas, from all the
holidays.
good stuff. So I'm ready, man. I got all my friends celebrating Hanukkah, Christmas, you name it.
Kwanzaa,
Yeah, man.
Festivus for the rest of us.
That's right. We are in the spirit.
Got my feats of strength ready to go.
Yes, absolutely. But the giveaways are definitely taking place, so make sure to lock it down this Wednesday. And good luck to everybody, man. I can't wait to see who wins all of these amazing prizes. But I also can't wait to see this amazing top 10 list. So let's get into it, guys. We are going to go through all of the top 10 with you. If you're catching the replay, if you're watching live, buckle up because it's a very interesting one. We're looking at books that sold within the last week. Of course, we're checking out sales, how much those dollar bills were rolling in the aftermarket, and we're looking at the trending percentages on the aftermarket. So that being said, it's been a minute, but we are so back, baby. Izzy, what do we got for tonight's runner-up?
Our runner-up is Grimm #1. This was our top book last week. It's now number 11 this week. We had a top sale of a 9.8 at just $75 with a 24% 7-day trend growth. We tracked 26 copies sold. Obviously, for those of you who don't know already, this has been optioned for a Netflix series. So I personally like Grimm. I like this cover. I think it's a nice, unique cover that's out there. Yeah, that's all I gotta say about that, man. Grimm is here. It's great. It's awesome. I can't wait to see what we get. So Grimm #1.
Yeah, we definitely talked about Grimm a lot last week. I mean,
We did talk a lot.
It was all over the place. I think we pretty much ran the gamut on that. But the best thing I could say is, like, if you haven't read it, definitely check it out. It's a cool book. You know, we did talk about it. It did just recently end, so you know, it's a really cool book. There's nothing bad to really say about the book. I know there's, you know, some lulling in the middle to some people, and that's fine. I think that can happen at times, but yeah, it's a great book. I mean, everybody did a great job on this. The creative team is fantastic, and the premise is great, and it feels like it's set up for a TV series. So yeah, if you haven't read it, read it. It's awesome, and if you can get your hand on one of these cheap, couldn't hurt.
Yeah. And I know they're still out there, man. I'm seeing a lot of people picking this up. And what's really nice to see on social media within the last week, a lot of people involved in this project, man. They're really excited for this, man. And shout out to everybody who is involved with this project. Stephanie Phillips, guys, on social media. She's such a lovely person. And she put out, you know, a little post, a video where she's going through the details on, you know, Grimm and how this worked and how it got picked up, how Netflix pretty much has the first pass at this if they want, right? So if they don't want to move forward with it, they get first dibs. And so she openly said how Netflix definitely wanted to roll with this. I saw Ross Ritchie celebrating this. It is a big celebration all across, man. Boom Studios. I'm super happy for them. I love the story, Jessica Harrow. Like I said, man, for myself, it starts so strong, man. It starts so strong. And then, you know, it all comes together. Dude, the final issue 25, just came out not too long ago. So you're still in time, man. I encourage everybody to give this a read, man. Get familiar, because once this does come to the big screen, to Netflix, it's gonna be such a ride. I can't wait to see who the casting is going to be, etc. I think it's going to be crucial too, man.
I want to keep the same stylistic look of it, because we could do that now with animation. We could make it look like the comic book come to life. I want to see more of that in animation, because that's what I think it will make this really stand out, if the animation fits the tone that the book is doing.
Yeah,
that's what I want to see.
Yeah,
I agree.
Absolutely.
I think it's a hit for an animated kind of series. Like, I think if you can, like you said, if you can match that style, it's gonna look great on screen, because it looks great on the page.
Yeah,
it really
imagine
does.
the colors, black light look too.
Yep.
Yeah. It's going to be awesome, dude. I can't wait to see this. But guys, tonight's runner up for December 1st. That's right. I still can't believe it's December. Grim number one. We've got the Fabiano regular cover. This one being the cover A with a top sale for CGC 9.8, $75, 7-day trend of 24%. Let's kick off the official top 10. Travis, what do we got?
Oh, at number 10, we have Absolute Batman number 7. This is the Nick Dragotta regular cover A. Tracked a top sale of a CGC 9.8 at $70 this week. 29 copies tracked. That'd be a 7-day growth trend of 45%. We are starting to see more Absolute Batman, more absolute different issues pop up now. And I think it's probably more people are kind of getting back on the train, folks that maybe missed the initial train and whatnot. This book is interesting, though. This is the first appearance of Victor Freeze Jr., who does go on to become our version of Absolute Mr. Freeze. This is also the start of the second arc of the series. So it's a really interesting one. It has a kind of a reimagining of the origin for Victor Freeze, which, that's kind of the theme, right? Everything's a reimagining here. But I will say that Victor Freeze Jr. in this series is really, really, really creepy. And and this feels like it was a weird small 2-issue arc, but it felt like a gas pedal, right? Like we came off the first arc, we went to this one, and the first issue was a little odd, and then the second issue just felt like pedal to the floor, and it doesn't feel like Batman has let up since then, period.
Yeah. All I got to say is, looking at this issue, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Oh, stop. No, don't talk to me about snow right now, man.
Come on, man. It's the holiday season.
No. I love the holidays. I don't need to like the snow.
I just saw a report that I saw a report that this is going to be one of the coldest winters this year.
We're here to bring good news to everybody.
And Mr. Freeze is here to bring it with this book that's reminding you that the snow is on its way. For those of you who haven't gotten it, or for those who has gotten it, you get more. So yeah, let it snow, baby.
Oh God, no. But yeah, dude, Travis is spot on with the look of Mr. Freeze within this, because even when it had first been announced, I remember seeing what he was gonna look like the first time around, and I was like, "What is going on, man?" This is where I really felt like, okay, I get it. So far out the gates, man, the Absolute Universe is totally different. We've got an insanely big tank of a Batman here, and then we're seeing all these characters make their way. But when Mr. Freeze made his way, I was like, okay, I think I get it now. Like, this is where we're gonna see characters just looking totally different, menacing, whatever it may be. And man, it was such a standout, even in the previews, that it was inevitable. I told myself, there's no way I'm passing on it. Make sure to pre-order. And I'm glad I did, because now seeing what this is selling for on the aftermarket, I hope everybody had a chance to pick up a copy. And I mean, by now, I'm hoping everybody's reading the Absolute Batman stuff, because at number 10, guys, we have Absolute Batman issue number 7 with a top sale for a CGC 9.8 at $70, 7-day trend of 45%. Izzy,
take a wild guess what we're going to talk about now.
Yeah.
That's right. The letters stood the same. The numbers different. At number 9, it is Absolute Batman number 13. This is the regular cover done by Nick Dragotta. This has a high top sale of a 9.8 at $65. We tracked 45 copies. This is the debut of Absolute Catwoman in costume. But I think what's more important now is that it's also the first cameo appearance of the Absolute Harley Quinn, who is right now, people are just grabbing it. They want to get a first appearance of a Harley Quinn. Now's your chance to get one, and that's what this book really is starting to showcase. It is all about that Harley Quinn. We have a new take on Harley Quinn. She has a nice little buzz cut, so no ponytails, no pigtails, or anything like that. But she is out, she's about, and she's hot.
Well,
indeed.
Yeah, hot. I guess. But Travis, what do you think of this one, man?
This is great. We initially thought, like, okay, this is going to be a big draw for Catwoman, and then the big kind of surprise towards the end of the book where you do get that first appearance of Harley Quinn. I love the take on Harley Quinn in this series. It is very refreshing. Harley, not always one of my favorite characters to read. There's been some really good Harley stuff, and then there's been some not so great Harley stuff for me. And this really made me like want more. Like I was like, okay, I got to get more of this storyline, because the idea of Harley and who she is and how she fits into this universe is really cool and kind of refreshing to me. Plus, she's awesome. She's just awesome.
Yeah, it's been again, it's the theme across the Absolute Batman books, but it's a totally different take on Harley Quinn. Everybody's excited because Absolute Joker is just around the corner, and there's a lot of characters where people circle back to books, right? And this one being what is considered the cameo, of course, issue 14 being the first full. But we take other characters like, man, Deathstroke, man. That's about to happen. We know immediately after that we're going to be seeing that. And so I think people might be circling back to a certain book. I believe it's issue 2, right, Travis?
I think.
Yeah, where you see him in like the little photo type thing.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's 2.
Yeah, but
it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah,
7,
but
8, 9,
they've
10.
all got something. They've all got something.
Every single issue is something, right? And this one's no different. This is our first Harley. This is our first Catwoman in costume. We had Bane. We had Killer Croc. We just saw that we're getting our Absolute Mad Hatter coming out pretty soon.
It's literally on FOC as we speak.
Yeah,
guys.
exactly. So there's a whole bunch of stuff. That's the beauty of these new takes on these characters, is that when you have a book like this, you could always throw in a character in it that everybody's excited to see, And with this one, the different take on Harley Quinn, I think I read it somewhere from one of the chat members, like Harley Quinn as Tank Girl. I'm there for it.
Yeah. I think that's a good take. I do. There's some similarity there, and for me that's exciting. That's very different, So, plus, let's just look at it this way, okay? You're starting this entire universe new, right? How many times do you get the opportunity? And I know this is kind of whatever, fluky, however you want to say it, but cliche. Yeah, fine. Yeah, that's a good one. How many times do you get the opportunity to go back and know that you're getting the first iteration of a brand new character? You know it's coming, and you have so many to look forward to. Even if they're these long, iconic characters, at some point you're going to get Absolute Deathstroke. At some point you're going to get Absolute Scarecrow. It's coming. So if you just buy this series, and I'm not shilling for DC right here, but if you just continue to follow this series, you're going to get some of these cool first appearances, and that's a cool thing to have in your collection.
Yeah. I'm waiting for Absolute Batmite. That's when we know we've gone off the rails. You give me Absolute. I'm gonna. You know what? When I see Scott Snyder, it's like, when you're giving me Absolute Batmite.
I need it. I gotta have it.
And he has to be huge. He has to be like the biggest character out of all of them.
Yeah, complete 180 here. We got to make him as menacing, monstrous as possible.
Give me Absolute Batmite. I'm just saying, I dare you.
I would love that. That would be so funny. But right now, guys, the Absolute train keeps rolling, because at number 9, we've got Absolute Batman issue 13 with a top sale for a CGC 9.8 at $65 and a 7-day trend of 18%. And as I said, that train shall keep rolling, because Travis, what do we got at number 8?
All right, we're going to switch it up with Absolute Batman, number 4, the Nick Dragotta regular cover A. We've tracked 38 copies tracked at a high raw sale of $32 for a near mint raw copy. The reason for this one, it's not, we've talked about this one, I think, last week a little bit, or the week before. This is the origin issue. We kind of knew this was coming when it was coming out and dropping. Snyder said that they were going to do the origin in this book. So yeah, this is the origin of Absolute Batman. If you're collecting Absolute Batman or you're trying to catch up, this one is this is the key, right? Like, this is the origin story of Absolute Batman. So this is the one to go after if you want that origin. 7-day growth trend at 39%. It's still popping up. It's cool. It's really cool. We've talked about, I know Lando, and I think Izzy, we've talked about it too. The shift in art for this book was a noticeable shift from Nick Dragotta, and it made, in my opinion, the origin story more powerful. I think it was a stark contrast to what we had been seeing, and it made it very cool. I know it wasn't for everybody. I know there was some people that like were kind of not feeling the vibe. I thought it was a really good switch up. So
Yeah, for me, when I read it, and my whole thing was just on issue 4, we already have a new artist attached to this. You know what I mean? Like that was the feeling I got from it. But like you said, when they utilized it for the origin to tell the story, and they brought this new artist to come in to kind of take that flashback sequence, really, that's what it ends up becoming, right? And we get a story of the origin of Batman. This time, it's not both his parents.
Yeah.
This time, it's one of his parents. Spoiler alert for you guys. And it just tells a different take on it and how he becomes this character. And of course, he's somewhat responsible for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's so, which I think he always felt that way. I think that's part of Batman's intrigue, that Batman always feels somewhat responsible for the death of his parents. And in Absolute Batman, they keep that. Scott Snyder, Nick Dragotta, and the artist, I can't remember who was the artist attached to this one. They kept it to that he still feels responsible for the death of his parent. In this particular instance, his father. And, you know, nice trip to the zoo ends up going haywire.
Yeah, exactly, man. And you know, you guys, there's not much more for me to add to that because you touched on all points here when it comes to this book. And I love to see how, of course, you know, it still gets a lot of love on the aftermarket. The guys, the Absolute Batman universe, it's wild to see, man. It sounds like we are shilling for the Absolute Batman series, but it's not the case at all. In fact, we're just here bringing the data of what you guys, collectors as a whole, are buying. And it's awesome to see. Like I said, man, you could see people coming into this hobby that are new, or you see veterans that have been around for years and decades, etc., all sharing the same love here for Absolute Batman.
Right.
And this particular issue is a great issue to have in your collection if you are definitely a fan of what's going on in the Absolute Batman run. That change, man, that Travis and Izzy were talking about, it is fitting for the story. It adds that extra layer of oomph, if you know what I mean, when it comes to this, man. And so I was a big fan of that. And yeah, dude, I'm not surprised to see that at number 8 we've got Absolute Batman, number 4, with a top sale for a run near mint, $32, 7-day trend of 39%. The train keeps rolling, but we're getting close to the terminus when it comes to the Absolute Batman stuff. So, Izzy, what do we got at number 7?
Oh, you didn't know?
Oh,
It's Absolute Batman, number 5.
I thought you were gonna finish that sentence differently.
Well, you better call someone, because it is Absolute Batman, number 5, coming in at number 7. It's just like everybody wants Absolute Batman. That's what it is. We have a high raw sale of $30 near mint. We tracked 27 copies. This is the penultimate issue to the first arc, and it features a phenomenal cover of Batman with some Alfred in the background. What's the name of the gang again? Black Mask Gang again?
The Party Animals.
The Party Animals. We got a party animal in the background, and we got some buildings. So who doesn't love a good cover? And that's what this is. This is what it is. It's a cover by of a penultimate issue. I think this is probably one of the weaker issues out of the run, only because it doesn't feature major characters, but it helps complete the story, and it gets us to that final arc where we're gonna get to see what it all comes together. So Nick Dragotta returns in this issue with some more artwork. It is a cool book. It is one that you need to complete for a run. So that's why it's still on the list. So people are tracking down all the books. We're going to end up talking about every single book sooner or later.
This isn't the punt issue, though, right? That's 6, right?
This is the penultimate, yeah.
Okay. This isn't the one where we see Bruce go full Pat McAfee on.
No, I think that's issue 6.
I think okay. All right, I'm just making sure. Okay, because when you said that this one was the kind of the lull, I remember one of them being the lull, but I couldn't remember which one had the Pat McAfee moment where
Yeah.
Bruce really could have qualified as for an NFL punter. I mean, like one of the funniest. Like I reread
More
that
like a
part.
linebacker, really.
Dude, I reread that like 5 times when it happened and lost my mind. It was the funniest thing I'd seen in a long time. But anyway, yes. So for me, yeah, I'm with you, Izzy, man. This is an amazing cover, and I'm sure there's plenty of people trying to fill out their runs here. This one was probably one of the more affordable ones there for a while. Given that it wasn't like a major key or even a minor key within the series. But I think we're just starting to see kind of a rising tide bring up the entire ship, right?
Yeah.
And so I think that's kind of what we're getting at here. With all of these Absolute Batman books, so they're all continuing to increase. I know that someone had mentioned about high print runs. There are high print runs here, but we're still seeing rises in prices. Now, long-term stability, that's a good question. But, Absolute Batman #1 had how many prints? I mean, it still is continuing to sky up on the aftermarket. And there's nothing to it other than just the fact that the series is booming. It's just a good series. So
It's really all there is to that. Now, it is very impressive to see this one getting traction on the aftermarket because, look, we were just talking about issue #4 hitting $32 in a raw near mint. It was a very important issue. Now, not to say that this isn't an important issue. Yes, it advances the story, but there's nothing really key to this. But again, people are just really enjoying themselves when it comes to this. People wanting to complete their runs, their sets, etc. And somebody brought up a great point, and that's Kilted Corgi saying, case in point, why you get the cover A, man. There's a lot of love for the cover A. It's a neat cover, man. This is a banger of a cover, but still, Ron Yearman, $30 is very, very impressive for this particular issue out of the entire run. And it's got a 7-day trend of 86%. So people have flocked to this in the last couple of days, man, within the last week. So very, very neat to see making the list. But like I said, guys, we're getting close to the terminus when it comes to the Absolute Batman stuff. So at #7, we have Absolute Batman #5 with a top sale for Ron Near Mint at $30, 7-day trend of 86%. We are going to shy away now from the Absolute Batman stuff, but hang tight. We're still
that
talking.
Batman's thick, man. Look how thick those legs are. Look at those thighs, man.
Dang, bushy thick. Sorry. Sorry.
Travis, what do we got at #6?
All right, next up we've got Predator Badlands #1. This is the Kaufu variant. This is a really, really, really cool cover. I can't say enough. I'm going to go into the numbers and then I want to freak out about this cover for a second. It leaves me speechless. We got a high raw sale, $15 near mint for a raw copy here. 10 total copies tracked, and this is the first appearance of Deck. So this is a prequel series for the Predator Badlands movie that just dropped. I have not seen it yet. I am very excited about seeing it. I can't believe I haven't seen it, but I am very, very, very happy about this. I'm loving Predator and Prey and all this stuff being back at the forefront. This cover, guys, I adore this cover. And it's not even my favorite cover from this series. Like, that's the thing. I love this cover, and it's not even my favorite.
Yep.
This is a killer cover. I love it. And you know what? They might get me. They might get me at 15, guys. If it stays there, they might get me. Just because I'm an idiot. No, I'm not like, I don't mean it that way. I just mean like I'm gonna.
Called it, not me. Okay, I'll tell you that much.
I will take that statement and hold it against you, and I'm actually proud you've come to confess.
What I mean is like I am the guy. I'm the guy that buys stuff at the worst possible time. It is consistent, and I'll prove it to you. I will prove it to you tonight that I am the guy that buys things at the worst possible time, and that's why when Lando told me that a book that came in today was on this list, that I laughed and said, of course it did. Of course it was. Of course it came today. It had to come on time for the show. So now I have to show everybody that, I buy at the wrong time. But whatever. I'm going to get this book.
In case you didn't know, Travis's middle name is FOMO.
Yeah.
That's it. That's what I'm saying. Like I am the biggest sucker when it comes to FOMO sometimes. And I feel like this is going to be one of those.
I saw the movie. I went to see this movie and I enjoyed it. It is such a fun movie. Deck he's the underdog predator because he's not really a predator in the same way as the other predators are.
Right.
He's just part of that family of predators. But there's this general heart to his character, but he still has that mean, vicious side to him to it, which makes this a great story. This is obviously the prequel to the story, so you get to see a little bit of his relationship with his family members, his brother, his father, and how this whole society is shaped up. Because it's like kill or be killed kind of society. That's what this society is, and that's what this book is. So we'll talk more Predator. I think there's a possibility we'll get to talk more about Predator. I
Yeah.
think.
You might be right, man. But dude, I've heard nothing but amazing things from everyone who has watched it. Just like yourself, you just said very, good things about the film. Looking at the reviews as well on, Rotten Tomatoes, etc. The feedback seems to be great. Now, a lot of people, it's very interesting to see how now when it comes to the comic on the aftermarket, it's getting love, right? Now that the movie's out, it's been out for what, a little more than 2-3 weeks.
Now it's
And
even more. Like I think we're at week 4.
we're probably at the 1 month mark, and it's still people are looking at this on the aftermarket and looking to pick it up. I imagine it's majority of those people buying these must have watched the film and really enjoyed it. And I mean, if that not be the case, well, Kaufu put out an amazing cover here with this one, so that's also another possible reason. But whatever it may be, at number 6, guys, we've got Predator Badlands #1, the Kaufu variant. Top sale for this one in Iran near mint, $15, 7-day trend of 201%. But hang tight. The reason why I sped that one up is because we've got another familiar book at number 5. What do we got?
Am I repeating myself by saying Predator Badland #1? Oh wait, Travis said that, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, at number 5 is Predator Badlands. This is the cover A done by Juan Ferrer. This had a high raw sale of $14 near mint. We tracked 27 copies. As he mentions, this is the first appearance of Deck in the comics. This is a prequel story of the theatrical movie. I love this homage cover. This is so cool to me. Just seeing that Predator jump the way he's jumping. And this, the movie's been out for several weeks now. If you haven't gone see it, you could probably go still see it. It's still in theaters unless you got to see Zootopia or Wicked for good. Why don't you use that money and watch some Predator Badlands? I'm just saying.
And by the way, I watched Zootopia with my kids this weekend. It was amazing. I loved it.
And then you go to the Badlands.
I plan on going. I'd love to go. Possibly, maybe we'll go tomorrow after the new comic book day show. We'll see. But Travis, what do you think about this?
This was the other one. This was the one I was talking about. This is not even my favorite cover. I picked
it up on New Comic Book Day. I did pick it up. I have my copy. It's somewhere right there, man. Somewhere.
Oh man, this one hurts. Yeah, this is but still, $14. That's in there, man. That's in the wheelhouse. It's still FOMO, right? Like I can't ignore the $4.99 right there on the front. This hasn't been out that long.
No, it's not.
But like I said, I spend money in non-thrifty ways, I guess. This cover is fantastic. This is like, it's just made me love Predator all over again. Like just seeing, like, I saw Prey. I really enjoyed it. And then when I saw the previews for this one, I was like, okay, all right, I'm gonna totally get sucked back into this. It's gonna happen. And I typically wouldn't buy a Predator book or an Alien book. I kind of lump them together sometimes. Like, as far as like buying comics, like the Alien and Predator comics, I always kind of like think of the same in my head. So I wouldn't typically buy them right off the shelf. I'm really kicking myself right now for not buying these. These are insanely cool.
Yeah, I made sure to pick up this cover because
of course you did.
I love, you know what? I love movie poster covers. I love these movie variants and stuff like that, whether it be the MCU, whether it be DC, whether it be anything, man. I love getting these, especially if you can, have one of these with you on hand when you hit up a con. Maybe you find an actor that's there, a voice actor, whatever it may be. It's always a great item to get signed. And then, of course, when you have JSA and stuff like that, where you can get all these signatures authenticated, I mean, it's a no-brainer. Now, besides that, if you did miss out on this first printing, Travis, guess what? On FOC right now, literally, guys, your shops may be submitting their orders as we're talking. The second print is actually available on FOC this week. So that's also another good alternative. Maybe pick it up. I know a lot of people shy away from those later printings, right? And the less that those are ordered, well, if you score one, the better it is probably for you. So that is also another good option. But I love these types of covers, and I love seeing this one make the list because, guys, at number 5, we've got Predator Badlands number 1 with a top sale for Raw Near Mint at $14, 7-day trend of 180%. Now, we are at the halfway mark, so this is the time of the show. That's right, the point of the show, the part of the show where we remind you guys, hit the like button, subscribe. If you're new to the channel, we hope that you enjoyed yourself and you are going to come back tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, next week, because we've got shows dropping from Monday to Thursday, bringing you as much content as we can. So let's get back into the list because I want to see what we've got at number 4. Oh, Travis, this is the one. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
We have Green Lantern number 148. Guys, got a little bit of news this week, a little bit of a clip featuring our wonderful Green Lantern Corps in the upcoming Lantern series from HBO, and we saw a little appearance of Chip, a Chipmunk Green Lantern, who, if you read Green Lantern, you know very well, and people are freaking the crap out, and I'm definitely not one of those people. So, the Lanterns is happening. Recently, a trailer a little bit was sort of released, and this book is starting to pop off. We saw 14 copies tracked, a high raw sale of $26 for a near mint copy. This is the first appearance of Chip, like I said, the Chipmunk Green Lantern. Guys, I've got to just come clean here. Lando.
Absolutely. Yeah, you can do it. He did it.
He did.
It.
There it is. Chip and hell.
It was me. I'm one of these. I'm one of the 14.
He's one of the 14.
Yep.
Were you the high sale?
I was not. I got one. This is not a near mint, so there's that. I'm a Green Lantern guy. Like I have a lot of Green Lantern. I didn't have this book when I heard about this. I was like, I better grab it. Better grab it before it gets too crazy. Luckily bought it within about an hour of the news dropping, so I was able to get this for a really good deal, about $5 or so. So really good looking copy. I can live with the $5. Is whatever. I'd probably pay that in the shop. So, great book. I'm happy to get it. I probably would have been happy to get it at 25 because I love Green Lantern anything, and I have FOMO, and that's what happens to me here.
Yeah, I think this is the start of a whole bunch of Green Lantern books that's going to be showing up on this list in the next couple of months. Yeah, because this is the first one. We're gonna see a Kilowog. We're gonna see what's the name of the other ones? I can't even remember. Nort. We're gonna get. Because they're gonna mention it. Give me a Nort. Give me all this stuff. I want to see all the Green Lantern books take up the top 10. Just make it all Green Lantern books, but not absolute Green Lantern. Just give me all the other ones. You know what I'm saying? I want to see it all. Maybe not the Phrygian one, but give me them all. So I'm all there.
It's cool. And I probably shouldn't say this on a live stream on the internet for anybody who's out there currently trying to complete their Green Lantern run, but Green Lantern has been severely underpriced for many years. I mean, underpriced. But
I wonder why.
Yeah. It's crazy to me because it always felt like I could grab a really good high-level Green Lantern key for far cheaper than I could get a Green Lantern. Than I could get a key for just about any other series, and that probably won't happen now for a while. And that's okay. But for the longest time, this was a book that you could get really nice 12-15 cent copies of a book for not a lot of money and in really good shape.
Yeah, and you know what? Even with the top sale at $26. Look, you guys might think I'm crazy, but I still consider it to be cheap because in general, I find a lot of DC books tend to be under. I don't want to say underappreciated, but like the
Right.
price points are undervalued, in
Right.
my opinion. In my opinion.
And I guess undervalued is maybe because I said that and it doesn't feel like maybe the right term, undervalued.
But the price points are lower than you would even expect, right?
They're
Because
so friendly.
love.
Yeah, they're so friendly. Like it's like so many keys in comic series can almost feel like, wow, I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to buy that. You know what I mean? Like you see a key, like you see like a first appearance of a character you really like, and you're like, all right, I don't know if I can ever afford that. You go and look at like a first appearance of Sinestro, that's like gettable. And if you're okay to buy a lower grade, it's gettable.
Yeah.
I bought a first appearance of Black Hand like 2 months ago for like $30.
Yeah.
But
Atrocitus is another one.
I've got that one slab back here, $25. It's insanity.
No, there's gonna be an uptick of Green Lantern books that are gonna just make the list. Once we start seeing more of the series that's supposed to be coming out in the end of the summer of next year. So we're looking at August, September of next year. Yeah. And once an official trailer comes out, you're gonna see more Green Lantern books. It's bound to happen. This is really the start of it all. This is, as they say, the calm before the storm, and it gave us a chip. Just gave us a little bit of chip. That's all we needed. We just needed a chip. And I think Green Lantern's going to blow up because, Ryan Reynolds kept it down for a little while. You can't hold the good Green Lantern down for too long. You know what I'm saying?
It's such a fun universe. I love it. It's what got me back into comics hardcore, and you'll never hear me say a bad thing about the Green Lantern. I absolutely love it. So I'm excited obviously for Lantern. So this is cool for a bunch of reasons for me.
It's crazy how just that like little bit of what we got this book to get the attention on the aftermarket, right? And I agree with you both, man. I think this is just the beginning because we still have, not that we're ways away from it dropping. Before you know it, guys, like it'll be springtime and then summertime. Like, man, we're December 1st. I don't even know where the year went.
You just want to get rid of the winter. That's all you want to do.
I really do, dude. I live in Canada, so I definitely do. But
south.
Yeah, besides the point, it's amazing to see, and I do agree with you both. I do think we're gonna see some more books popping when it comes to Green Lantern, and maybe Izzy might get his wish of seeing the entire top 10 taken over by some Green Lantern books, man. That would be wild.
And at least one Mark Spears Green Lantern cover, just for the hell of it.
Yeah, just to throw it in there, man, to make things feel right. But at number 4, guys, Green Lantern 148, the direct edition of this one, had a top sale for around near mint at $26, 7-day trend of 105%. We're headed back to the now top 3 books, which I'm excited to talk about all 3 of these. So with that, Izzy, what do we got at number 3?
We're changing colors and we're going to Redcoat number 1 with the Brian Hitch regular. This is the one that I mentioned about 2 weeks ago that needed more love. And I'm so happy it's getting some love. We got a top sale of a raw near mint plus at $15 and a 7-day trend growth of 276%. We all know Redcoat has been optioned, so that's really what's bringing this up. 80-page Giant Geiger has had all the love, but I think this cover is even better. This is a better looking cover for Redcoat. I personally like this one. This is not his first appearance, but it's his first book. So it's his title, his name on the title. That's why this book should have been given love earlier when they mentioned it, but I'm happy it's here. So yeah, Redcoat finally is getting his book in the list, and it was bound to happen. So I called it too.
Yeah, you're right. This is the the kickoff of the series for our boy Simon. Man, this book is just amazing. It's such a fun read, and like I don't get tired of it. Like every issue that comes out, there's just something more entertaining, wild, and just it's well written. It's just so well written. I'm happy to see this, man. Travis, what do you think of Redcoat now here holding the number 3 spot?
It's not surprising. I mean, there's some real heat to this book. And I agree with Izzy. I mean, this is a fantastic cover. This is amazing. I mean, 80-page giant is cool. But it's a little all over the place because of what it is. You know, it's kind of there's a couple different things going on in 80-page giant. I know that the 80-page giant, we did see a little bit bigger numbers than this, but I really like, if I'm buying in on this, I want this. This is an amazing cover. If you're just into Redcoat, get this one because it looks awesome. It looks fantastic. And read the series because it's a great series.
It is. It's a wonderful series, man. And anything Ghost Machine, I'm just so big on right now. But you said it before how you spoke of this cover last week and so forth, and all the covers are starting to get some traction. Well, there's even what was it? I think it's like some wraparound or something. I forgot who did the cover, but anyways, there's a lot of covers for this issue, and they're all starting to move. And in fact, they're moving quite significantly because you look at the 7-day trend here of 276%. Man, just within the last week, this one was absolutely moving. And how many shops can you walk into and see this on the shelf? Guys, surprisingly, if you're asking yourself that question, I'm seeing people still picking them up on Instagram. I'm seeing people posting like, "Hey, man, this was still on the shelf on the shelf in my shop," and they picked up 2-3 copies. So keep an eye out. Keep an eye out, man, and I do yourself a service. Get involved. Start reading the Ghost Machine stuff because I think this is going to be so fun to see. Now going to be an actual project. It's going to be they're going with a live action for this one, and it's going to be this is the one that's going to be on HBO, right?
No, this is a live action movie.
There you go.
This is tracked to be a movie. The one thing I will say about these books is all these books really, when you get a book that's on the spec radar, my take on spec books is you wait a little while. You wait till it cools off, which I think now we'll start seeing a little cool off. The news is out. I usually wait like a month before the news is out. The news is out. Everybody knows it's being optioned, and then that's it. You're not going to see or hear anything ever again for a while until you see like a trailer or you hear that production or they got actors or something like that. So this is the quiet time. And this is probably the best time to even consider it because all the major buyers just came in, all the Travises came in and they bought the book. And now everybody's cooled off and they can't really sell anymore. So now you could probably pick it up at a more affordable price. So this is, I'll wait a little bit longer, but this is the best time to buy when it's like within that 1 month after the announcement. So
I agree.
there you have it.
I agree. There's always that follow-up dip. Like it's very much a and then it'll go.
You want to get it when it's sliding down.
Yeah. Yep, exactly. And Lando, I just want to echo one thing. I know we want to move on, but I just wanted to say what you said about doing yourself a favor and reading Ghost Machine. There is literally something for everybody at Ghost Machine. Like there is a series for everyone. If you're into, weird stuff, there's a series. If you're into sci-fi, there's a series. If you're into kind of historical stuff, there's a series. There's something for everyone there. So just do yourself a favor. It's fantastic.
You're not wrong, man. It varies significantly, man. You can go from Hyde Street to Geiger to Hornsby and Halo. Like there's a lot of great stuff, and it's wonderful that yes, we have now the live action that's going to be taking place for Redcoat, but keep an eye out on the rest of everything else that's happening Ghost Machine related. I think you guys said a lot of great things here, especially about buying now on the quiet time, because the quiet time is about to come. I think this will, in the next couple of months, start to just be stable at a certain level, and then we'll see things come up again. But until then, number 3, guys, this week, we've got Redcoat number 1. Top sale for that in a run near Mint Plus copy. $15, 7-day trend of 276%. Very impressive, man. A lot of copies moving on that one. But if there's any book that's definitely not stopped moving on the aftermarket, it's what we've got next. Travis, what do we got?
Absolute Batman #1 is still hanging out, guys. The Nick Dragotta regular cover A from 2024. Guys, we've talked about this one week after week after week. Some folks are saying it's kind of becoming that next Spawn #1 of the new generation. It does not quit. Doesn't quit. We're continuing to see the market rise on this book. And this isn't even the first appearance of Absolute Batman. If you want to know who that is, Lando can show it to you. We actually had a top sell of a CGC 9.8 on this, guys, for $401. That is higher than the last time we talked about this 1 week ago. So it is continuing to rise. And we had 84 copies tracked. So it is still selling. 7-day growth to 24%. It's just continuing to roll. It is a snowball effect right now. It will eventually cool, you would think, but it ain't cooling now. And I have no words. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. Is
$400.
Yep. I knew you were going here. I knew you were going here.
This book just 2 weeks ago was $200.
We've doubled, man.
Yeah.
Will this book hit 500 in the next couple of weeks the way things are going?
It's tracking that way.
Guys, cool off, man. I'm being honest with you. Cool off on this book, man. Because again, like we said, Lando has at least 30 copies on hand. He keeps showing up. They're out there. They're out. I understand people don't want to get things graded and things like that. They'd rather just buy it. I would just go. I'll be honest with you. I will go and buy this thing raw at a decent price, which probably now for some people are going to try to sell it for $100 instead of going to buy a graded copy. If you're going to spend $400 on Absolute Batman #1, that book that came out last year, that will most likely drop in price, you seriously have to reconsider what you're doing. I love this book. I think this book is fantastic. It deserves all the love. Don't get me wrong. It deserves the love. That price point is high for this book right now. You know what I mean? Especially with the amount of copies that are out there. That is a very high price.
So the interesting thing that you said is right now, right? Right now. Because the market's going to dictate this, right?
Yeah, of course.
Like if we sit here in 6 months and it's just hanging out still.
I'm just saying, man. But this goes back to Ultimate Spider-Man #1. Both of them. The first one, which just had the facsimile come out last week, that book was the same thing. At that time, though, CGC wasn't really as prevalent as it is today. But at that time, that book just kept on climbing and climbing and climbing and climbing and climbing, and then eventually cooled off when things just went sour. I don't see the longevity in the Absolute universe. I do believe there is going to be a finale to it, which I'm fine with. I'm okay with it.
Right.
I don't think this is going to be a 20-year story type of thing. 5 years at the most. That's how I see it, in my personal opinion. So
now, but
$400 though. Man,
but to add to that, Izzy, look, yeah, you said it. I have many copies of issue #1 in first printing, and I'm not the type of person to sell. I don't really do that. At least it's not me. You know what I mean? But if there's a time right now that it's been tempting to sell, yeah, I can assure you, at $400, I'm definitely considering selling a few copies. But
somebody wants to buy his Christmas presents, guys.
No,
he's gonna do it.
Dude, I'm totally the type of guy that, like, whatever money I make off of my comics, it's to buy more comics, right? I'm a fiend like that, and that's just what it is. But when it comes to this, it is interesting to see, man, because although it is very common knowledge that there are so many copies out there, lots of collectors like myself, man, bought multiple copies, and I don't know if it's because we're seeing, an influx here of new collectors, people that want in on this, people that missed out on this. Although there were so many copies ordered, there's a lot of people who still didn't get themselves a copy. And so what are they doing? Well, they're stuck having to look at what's available on the aftermarket. New collectors. We have my brother Steve, who's here in the chat. He came into the hobby well after issue #1 came out. So that would be the type of person I would imagine now looking to try and score one. And now I'm not saying I agree with the price range. I get where you're coming from, but I do think it is very safe to say that when it comes to this book, we have a modern day hit with Absolute Batman. It is being so well received amongst both hardcore readers who have been around for decades and new readers. Everybody is just absolutely loving this, and I'm happy to see that. I mean,
yeah. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy to see this general love for this book to the point that it's at 400. I'm looking at the CGC census count for this book right now. There's currently over 3,600 copies already been submitted into CGC.
Yeah.
Among that, you have 2,600 that are 9.8. I'm just letting you guys know, this is constantly a top 10 graded book of the month. So
I think what
on
actually
and on and on.
what surprises me, and it's something that I've even said to Travis and many others as well, is how this book, obviously there's love for Absolute Batman. Everybody's loving Absolute Batman. And I'm happy to see that. But if it's the character's first appearance you want, I am shocked to see that every week we are talking about Absolute Batman and not once have we seen DC All In. That to me is actually mind-blowing, because especially when you've got the Trinity right there. In that book, you've got Absolute Wonder Woman, Absolute Superman, and Absolute Batman. That is something that I've yet to figure out as to why people are overlooking that one.
It's the flip effect that we're talking about in Geiger and Redcoat, right?
Right.
This is the exact flip of that. But I think I understand it here because, first of all, you have an amazing cover. This is this is one of the most iconic covers in the last 2 years, really. When you see this cover, you immediately already know what it is. That's what makes it iconic. Not only it's iconic, it's like you said, it has this. It's a milestone. That's what it is. It really is a milestone of a type of issue. So there is some history behind it, like a Spawn #1 would be, like the start of something different in the DC universe. Their take on an ultimate universe. Because that's what it is. But it's great. I love it personally. At $400, I don't love it that much, but you get what I'm saying.
You have it though, right? I mean,
yeah, I have a double signed copy.
Yeah, I feel like nice flex.
I'm just saying,
flexing like Bruce right here. No, I feel like, and I have it too. I have several copies of it too, and I feel like for me, like I can sit here and say like that $400 is a lot, and it is a lot. It's a lot of money, especially for a book that's not that old.
Yeah.
If I missed it and I went back and read the series and got so obsessed with it, it would kill me. And this is just me. It would kill me to have to wait 10 years for this to cool down. If it's one of those books, it would kill me to have to wait 5 years. Like you said, 5 years, your 5-year window, right? If you have a 5-year window on this series, if it doesn't go down, this would crush me until having to wait that long for a book like this. But hey, maybe it's a modern grail. Maybe it's one of those. Like you said, it is an iconic cover. It's already been homaged 2 or 3 times now, and this book is barely just over a year old. Like it's being homaged. Yeah, it's and they're good homages. I mean, the Jimenez is amazing.
Yeah, dude, it was just homage also on the actual Batman run that is taking place right now.
It was Dragotta doing it for himself. He did.
It was so well done, and I just think, like I said, it's a wonderful, wonderful series so far. I'm loving every issue that has come out for the Absolute Batman run, but I question how long until we start to see now the DC All In get some love. That one still I can't wrap my head around as to why that's not making the top 10
easily
list.
a $10 book.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, so we got we got the signed copies for $9.99.
Yeah,
we got signed copies for $9.99 and sent them in to be graded. It was months after the Absolute Universe started. That book was just sitting on shelves. We would go into our shops and they would still be sitting there. I'd pick up one a week just because it was still there. Like, all right, I'm just gonna get another one.
I was giving them away. I would just buy them. I'll just go to Midtown, buy.
I gave a signed one away.
You did. It's sitting right behind me. So thank you for that. And it's a 9/8 as well. But guys, at number 2, we've got Absolute Batman. Number 1, the first printing and that stunning cover A that's been homaged already quite a few times. Number 2, top sale for this one, CGC 9.8, $401, 7-day trend of 24%. We have 108 people watching live. Shout out to every single one of you. We are about to show you what the number 1 book of the week is. So with that, Izzy, what do we got at number 1?
So we just talked about issue number 1. Now we're going to talk about the last issue, which is Absolute Batman 14. This book comes in number 1. We're specifically discussing the Derrick Chew variant that has a top sale of the 9.8 for $65. Why is this book hot? Well, with 151 copies tracked, it features our very first cover appearance of Absolute Harley Quinn, who looks a little different. She got a little bit of Sinead O'Connor field going towards her, a little bit of Terrifier in her as well. And, she loves the hoodies. This is the new version of Harley Quinn that came out. That's why this book is hot. That's why people are going to get it. $65 and 9.8. You see, now that's affordable to me. I think this is cool. I like when they take a swing at something different. We got a new version of Harley Quinn that seems to be There's excitement behind it. People are liking it. Some people are not liking it. I'll be honest. It is different, but I think that's what makes it good. When you take a character and you say, let's keep a little bit of the essence of the character, but let's change it up to see what we get from it. And I think that's the point here with this version of Harley Quinn.
Yeah, well said, dude. Well said. Travis, what do you think, man?
I don't know if I got this or not.
Oh,
I'm gonna feel
really?
Yeah, I'm
How
not
do you
sure if I got
pass FOC like that.
I think I got it, but I don't remember, and I need to go ask some people that we both know if I got it or not. It's not good. I can't remember, and I'm a little stressed because I don't know why I wouldn't have got it. This is fantastic. This is an amazing Derrick Chew cover. Derrick Chew very rarely misses. And this is amazing. I love the take on the character so much. Love the hoodie choice. Just so cool. It's still an early issue, guys. I'm not gonna drop anything. No,
it's the last issue. 15's not out yet, so
I dig. I don't know if they're tats. I hope they're tats. Like all of the neck and the hands and everything. It's just a cool vibe, man. It's so cool. And like I said, I'm a hit and miss with Harley kind of guy. Like, some people are diehard Harley Quinn people. I am very up and down. I am so excited about this. So I 100% see why this is sitting on number 1. I can see the vibe. I can see the pull here. And for me, this is a cover that, kind of like a book that we're going to see come up with, we have talked about it before, Jock's issue number 15. It's going to be a cover. It's got some staying power, in my opinion. I think this cover will have some staying power for a while.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And you know what? The character, the read was great. I think it is very fitting that Harley Quinn is the way Harley Quinn is within the Absolute universe. And I'm looking forward to seeing more. We know Joker's around the corner, man. Are we going to see some kind of interactions there? Who knows? But it is a totally different take on Harley Quinn. When I first saw this cover, don't ask me why, man. As the wrestling fan that I am, I thought of the Headbangers from WWF back then.
Oh, wow. They just announced that they're going to have their retirement match.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I totally gotta watch that, man. I love the Headbangers. What an amazing.
They're kind of like the Bushwhackers with their
moves, yeah, dude, with the arms, yeah. But yeah, man, I thought that Harley Quinn was a great. It was a great read for issue 14, man. And like I said, man, I can't wait to see what kind of interactions we're gonna get moving forward. Will we see any type of exchange with the Joker himself? I saw Noah in the chat actually bringing up, it's a solid point, man, and it's not wrong how this is actually a very easy cosplay for some of the cards, man. So every convention I go to, I always see the Harley Quinn get-ups, man. Are we gonna see the absolute Harley Quinn type of?
I'm just saying, if we see all these girls walking around the cons shaving their heads for this moment, I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, how much would it take for Lando to rock this at Heroes Con?
I'll shave my head, but I don't know, man. I can't pull off anything more than that. I can't do that. But
I want to
man,
see
hey,
Margot Robbie do it.
bro, Natalie Portman pulled it off, man, with the shaved head.
I think Natalie Portman could actually pull this look if it was her.
Natalie Portman can pull off anything, and I'm not going to go further on that statement. But what I will say is that this was a wonderful issue, and I hope everybody.
You're hurting my heart, Anakin.
I hope everybody had a chance to pick it up because, guys, at number 1, we've got Absolute Batman issue 14. This one being the Derrick Chew variant, which is pretty much the first cover appearance of Absolute Harley Quinn. Top sale for this one in the CGC 9.8, $65, 7-day trend of 74%. Guys, that was the first top 10 for the month of December. The year is coming to end, man, and it's been such a wonderful year for comics. So I can't wait to see what the next couple of weeks for the top 10 are going to bring. We hit about 120 people that were watching live, so I do want to shout out the live chat. You guys were absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for rocking with us tonight. And for those of you catching the replay, man, we appreciate every single one of you. Of course, comment below. We always try to hit you guys right back up with comments as well and show you guys some love because, man, without you, I'd be stuck here with just like Travis and Izzy. So I appreciate you tremendously that you guys do swing by every single week. Before we say goodbye, though, let's go around the horn. Izzy, take it away, sir.
What's going on, everybody? We've had such a great weekend, dude. I not only had a fantastic Thanksgiving, I went to the Jack Kirby Museum exhibit over in Tribeca. If you guys get a chance to go out there, if you're in New York City, go to the Tribeca pop-up. It's a $5 suggested donation. You get to see some amazing Jack Kirby art. Go check it out. I was there. I'll probably drop a video here and there. I've been dropping some in IG, so that's happening. Of course, tomorrow I got a show, and our LCS Pelham Comics is going to be opening soon. We're going to have a grand opening on December 13th, but they will be open prior. So if you're in the Pelham area over Westchester County, go check out the LCS. I'll be hanging out a little bit tomorrow there. That's what's happening on my neck of the woods. Travis, take it away. It's your turn.
What's up, guys? I just got to say one thing here. I've got to say one thing and one thing only. Chat, thank you so much for coming in here and rocking it again. You do it every week, and you did it again this week. Interacting with you is so much better than hanging out with Lando. Izzy, you're great. But this guy? No,
it happens.
Guys, it's fun every week being here with you guys. I wouldn't miss it. So just so excited to be a part of this, and just really grateful, really thankful for the chat, for being so awesome. So that's all I got. If you want to holler at me, hit me at, where's it at? There it is, at Trek Wars Comics on Instagram. I will chat as much as you want about comics. Let's talk about them. So
Hell yeah. Guys, make sure to tune back in tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. We go live with the new Comic Book Day show where we go through some of the books dropping this week, trying to make sure you guys know some of the info before you go to your LCSs. And then on Wednesday night, we've got a very big night. I have to plug this and let you guys know because it is highly important. If you guys put your names in the hat to win some of these great prizes, well, we're going to be announcing the winners on Wednesday, so make sure to tune in because this show goes live as well at 9 p.m. Eastern Time with tons of giveaways, man, from CGC credits of $150. You've got a Will Jack remark on that Vampirella right there. You've got that Superman. You got not one, but two amazing Superman covers. And these pop kills, man, that are just absolutely stunning with some, remarks on them. Loving these. These are just amazing. You got the Mark Spears Detective Comics. I love this. The whole Jingle Bells Batman Smells is wicked. Mark Spears has been writing some crazy things on some of these comics these days, man. I think you know what I'm referring to, guys. But one great prize that definitely won. I can't wait to see who wins as well. Is this Flops original art, man. It is so good. Every single prize here that's being given away on Wednesday is just amazing. So as you could see, the holiday season is in full swing here over on the Cover Price channel. So make sure to tune in. And then on Thursday night, we end the week, of course, with the Shakers. You got Laura, you got Marty, you got Gabe, you got Chris, Dr. Yo-Yo, bringing you all of those books that are shaking, making big moves on the aftermarket. So make sure to tune in for that. I myself was not live on my channel yesterday because, of course, I had mentioned it the week prior that I'd be taking the night off because of things on the personal side with my, life, etc. But I'm back this Sunday as well. So make sure to tune in for that because we also have a giveaway taking place on my channel December 14. It is a full episode of giveaways from front to back. So make sure to tune in for that as well. Guys, have yourselves a great rest of the evening. We hope to catch you back tomorrow. If not, whenever you do swing by, make sure to comment so we can interact with you and show some love back. Have yourselves a good night. And yeah, adios. Peace.
Ah.
Late.